Around 1 a.m. this morning, CCTV captures the most powerful blast to hit the Ukrainian capital since Russia withdrew from around the city. What are thought to have been 2 cruise missile-type strikes at a factory which repairs missiles, including anti-ship rockets. Homes and smaller businesses damaged by the blast wave.
We didn't
do anything to anyone. We have been working and paying taxes. The government is helping us, we did well, and then from nowhere, in the middle of the night at 1 a.m, when people were sleeping.
Moscow today gave its version of events here.
Tonight, high-precision, long-range, sea-launched Caliber missiles hit a military facility on the outskirts of Kyiv. The number and scale of missile strikes on targets in Kyiv will increase in response to any terrorist attacks or sabotage of the Kyiv nationalist regime on Russian territory.
So an anti-ship missile plant struck the very day after the Moskva sank, Russia's Black Sea Fleet flagship. Russia insists it was a fire and ammunition explosion in a storm which sank Russia's 3rd largest warship. Even that would point to staggering incompetence. But Ukraine has another story. It insists it was 2 of her Neptune missiles which struck the vessel. There are a number of reports tonight that the ship's captain, Anton Kuprin, has died. In Crimea, annexed by Russia 8 years ago, they gathered in Sevastopol to lay a wreath to the flagship that is no more.
Please, this is Ukraine.
But Ukrainian stamp designers are celebrating. Just days ago, they brought out a new edition celebrating the moment when Ukrainian border guards in the Black Sea declined to be arrested by the mighty Moskva, now sunk.
People across the country buying it. Again, we see the lines. I'm sure after yesterday's news, we have even more customers. Overall, the stamp is issued for 1 million stamps.
The Ukrainian bodyguard Roman Gribov, who told the Russian cruiser where to go, was returned in a prisoner exchange and decorated. Now he, like the stamp designers, could surely not have imagined the end of the Moskva so soon. Well, let's unpack a little bit where Russia is at with increasing potentially these targeted attacks, it says, on Kyiv, on the capital. It arises out of a number of instances, one of which certainly admitted by Ukraine, where they bombed inside Russia a fuel depot. That was over 10 days ago. Now, in the last few days, there have been a number of contested accounts about whether border posts, Russian border posts, and indeed a village inside Russia have also been hit by Ukraine. That's the basis on which the defense ministry is saying tonight, watch out, we will hit more buildings in the capital should that continue. Of course, nothing to do with retaliation for the Moskva, which, as Russia has it, was simply an accident at sea caused by a fire and a storm.
And Alex, in recent days, we've heard Finland and Sweden edge closer towards joining NATO. What's the reaction to that been?
Yeah, certainly the Finnish Prime Minister is saying it's a matter of weeks, certainly months at the most. So they're talking, both governments, about potentially asking NATO for membership, full membership, by this summer. This has not gone down well in Moscow, as you can imagine, to put it mildly. Enraged pundits talking excitedly about nuclear strikes on Russian government-sanctioned TV channels. Well, that a little bit of hot air, to put it mildly, at the moment. But the Russian government sources also saying this, if it happens this summer or before, could amount to a move which would essentially provoke Russia, they're saying, into unforeseen consequences. And they're saying that the days of a nuclear-free zone in that part of the world would be over. So, again, raising the N-word, the nuclear word, purely rhetorically at the moment, you understand, but it gives you some idea as to how this is being received in Moscow, and that will not change should it happen.